Screen visible.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah. So let's start with crossword. Crossword is one of the most fun events you will ever come across. It doesn't require much effort to be good at crosswords. The key to being good at tech crosswords is solely experience. Unlike the crosswords that you might have seen in daily newspapers, tech-based crosswords do not require a lot of knowledge about the world of technology, but are solely based on puns. The only thing that you need to know are the names of really popular tech companies or products or games, etc., which you might already be knowing. So crossword is a different field as compared to the fields that we teach. Like, let's say if I go to our website, if I look at the fields, इसमें app development, web development, 2D design, coding, ये सब, AV writing, all of these require a computer, all of these require software. Crossword does not require that. Crossword is solely based on puns. It's solely based on your mind. You can even solve a crossword on paper. You can even solve it on a screen, like a grid. Yeah, Saksham, you have raised your hand.
I'll ask my doubt after you finish.
Okay, fine. So uh, there aren't any hard and fast techniques to solve crosswords. However, there are a few common ones, knowing which will help you in numerous questions. So the tip is that you have to focus more on pronunciation than spelling. So one example is beta Q. So in crossword, we are given like these questions or sometimes puns, sometimes translations.
So yeah,
We
so
have
basically there are
questions
like
like these.
three, four main techniques to solve the question. And sometimes there's also combination of multiple of them. So first is translation. तो जैसे ये क्वेश्चन है
So
बेटा क्यू हाँ
usually
तो
in
इसका
crosswords you also have this bracket जिसमें आपको पता चलता है कि कितने letters का आंसर होगा. Like इसमें 4 letters का आंसर है सोनी, which literally translates beta Q to son Y. So son Y gives you Sony. So here's the basic approach that you should follow while trying to solve this question. Ishit, can you read this aloud?
yeah here's the basic approach. Translate various parts of the question while keeping the number of characters in mind. तो बेसिकली कुछ ऐसी बहुत वो बड़ी टेक्निक नहीं है, यू जस्ट हैव टू ट्रांसलेट एंड डायरेक्टली आंसर आ जाता है. एंड नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में जैसे आई गेव टेक्नोलॉजी, if we literally translate it to Hindi, media is technology. It is also a kind of a synonym. And मैं दिया is I gave, मैं दिया, and tech is short form for technology. So tech, मैं दिया tech. So we get media tech.
So these are
Oh.
pretty simple. Media Tech and Sun Y Sony, Media Tech, I gave technology. But when we have crossword, it's not only translation. It also can cover synonyms. So, like this question, if you have ever studied sets in class 11th, you will understand that an empty set is known as a file. So, an empty set, if I Google it, it is denoted by a file. Yeah, this symbol. So, detect means spot. Detects is a synonym for spot. Spot a file. So Spotify. Also, the letter count gives you an hint. So if you think about synonyms of detect, we should arrive at spot. An empty set in mathematical terms is called phi. Together we get spot a phi or Spotify. Ishit, can you do this one?
Yeah. Alternate name for toll booths. So again, you have to just use synonyms. So toll, basically what we do is we pay a bill. So that is bill. And both we are basically going through a gate. So we get bill gates. So this usually you just have to think of things related to the prompt. So we call it a prompt. You don't have to approach it directly. Sometimes it's not as like a very direct question. You have to think words around it.
Pro online barber is the next question. which gives us an answer of OpenAI. So don't worry, guys. We'll also be sharing a crossword with you that you guys will attempt yourself. अभी तो हम बस example बता रहे हैं and explaining how crossword works. So Pro Online Barber is OP OpenAI. So Pro in gaming terms or let's say technology terms is OP overpowered, and online barber is E9. Online gives you E for like e-waves or e-technology. That's what. And barber is a nine in Hindi. So OP, OP, and E, and then nine. OpenAI. This is a question that uses both synonyms and translation. If we take the text in slang of Pro, we get OP, which is short for overpowered. Seeing the letter breakdown, we can see that we need to shorten all the words as much as possible since it's six letters. Barber translates to Nai in Hindi, and an online barber can be called an E9, thus giving us the answer OP plus E9 open air. Can you take over for truncation, Ishit?
Yeah. This, uh, truncation, uh, basically, like we have an ordinary DVD here. A synonym for DVD that we usually use is disk. And then we see the number of letters. So ordinary does not fill like disk and ordinary. That will be very long. We have to find a short form, an abbreviation for ordinary to fit that 7 letter limit. So disk is 4 letters, so we need something 3 letters for ordinary. So if we just shorten it to odd, it makes sense. Like odd, we can usually say ordinary, odd, and things like that. And when we combine both of them, we get discord, which is a valid answer. So sometimes to in tech crosswords, obviously all the answers will be related to tech, media, pop culture. There will be nothing outside from it. Answers will always be related to this area. The next question we have, call Alan to the treasure spot. Treasure spot is usually if you have watched any movie or read any book, we often see it as shortened to X. It is marked by an X on a map. Yeah, so like you can see in all images, it is marked by an X. So it is a pretty common observation. And we have to call, so like in Hindi you call idhar so we can use X but now Alan does not fill. There's not a word limit here, but it is 5, the letter limit for the word. So Al is a common short form, a truncation of Alan. So we get Al X calling Alan to the treasure spot, Alexa.
So this doesn't have the letter down. It's supposed to be
Uh,
five, by the way.
mhm.
So next we have abbreviations. Also, you guys do understand all of this, right? If there are no
Yeah, if there's
problems,
any doubt, you can stop us in between. That's no problem.
exactly. Yeah. Navya, is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next one is abbreviations. The first question for abbreviation is ye dig screenshots. So, like we did the translation, ye dig is see is to dekhna, and screenshots. What do we abbreviate screenshots as? Like, for example, we have uh, like LOL, we have YOLO, and these are all abbreviations. What is
SCS.
the abbreviation for screenshots? It's SS, right? Take an SS, take a screenshot. So that's why we have CSS. Take screenshots, CSS. So we can also see this from the three-letter count. Junior quiz में एक doubt है is the next question. Junior quiz can be abbreviated as JQ since the abbreviations for junior quiz are J and then Q, the first letter of the words is taken JQ. And then from doubt, since doubt is a synonym of query, we get jQuery, which also matches the letter count. So these examples clearly point out that there can be numerous methods used in one question. These methods also don't account for all the questions, but keeping these in mind will definitely help in a majority of them. Ishit, can you take over?
Yeah. So some random examples. These are not a specific category, but a mixture of many. So Amazon, 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 Amazon. So we can see that the sound of Amazon is decreasing, like from the text size, and the word is shortened. So and there are two words, 6 letters, and Amazon is also 6 letters. So there's a pretty good chance that Amazon is the first word. And for the second word, there we have four. So something 4 letters that is telling us something about the prompt. So we can observe that like जब voice echo होती है, so there's a pretty similar pattern followed, and Amazon Echo is therefore the right answer here. As he like for the second question, it's time for Feb. So Feb comes after January, so we can like this is like after you do many more questions, this will come automatically to your mind. Like Feb के बाद सबसे पहले आता है Jan and Jan is going, so Django. And there's 6 letters and it is fitting perfectly. Django is a Python framework used for making websites. Next, we have what Jobs would have created if he dreamed of being a rock star. Okay, so after reading question, we can assume that the answer is something related to a band, and Jobs is usually Jobs. Say you should be reminded of Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs is the creator of Apple, and Apple, and we have band. So if you have ever used an Apple device, you would have seen an app on the device GarageBand. Yes, GarageBand. And it is used for making music. So there we get Rockstar. So yeah, so basically GarageBand fits the letter limit and it also makes sense. Now also sometimes there can be that your prompt uh, and the letter limit might fit two answers or multiple answers. So in that happens very often, and you can approach the organizer in that case, and you can explain your logic, and you may get points for that.
Right. So at the end of the day, it's just how good you are at puns and translating parts of the question into meaningful answers. You must just train your mind to think in certain line of thought, and all the above techniques can be incorporated. But in the end, it just boils down to the analysis and the critical thinking that you can basically achieve. Right. So this is some of the CrossFit questions from Robotronics 2019. But we have, since 2019 is really old and it's really outdated, let's provide you with a better a CrossFit that we made really recently. So this is a CrossFit. It will be a grid that you guys will have to answer, and you guys will get points based on that. Uh,
Yeah, I'll screen
and
my share.
Ishit will screen share it. And I will not be, neither I or nor Ishit will help you, but you can ask for hints. So let's go turn by turn for this. This is the crossword. So who wants to go first? Navya or Saksham?
So for the time being, if you go in a competition, you can choose the question you want to answer. But for the time being,
Yeah.
I'll just pick a random question. Yeah, not fake charged atoms, 8 letters.
Does anyone have any idea?
So basically, not fake. I'll give you a hint. Not fake is basically just to confuse you. You just have to think what is opposite of fake, and you'll get half the answer. And then just think of a word for charged atoms. What are they called? And just try to connect them. Any idea?
Real
Yeah, it
ions
would
क्या होता है?
real ions.
Real
You're
ions. क्या?
close.
You
You're
just have to
close,
now
but
think of a
it
word that could be a valid answer.
think of a
Reliance.
company. Yeah,
Is it
Reliance.
Reliance?
Yes,
That's
reliance.
correct.
It is Reliance. Okay. So next question. Let's do this. Republic of
Republic of
South
South
Africa.
Africa.
This is fairly easy. I think you can answer.
Yeah, it will use abbreviations.
RSA.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep,
RSA.
RSA.
It was just
RSA is
abbreviation.
basically an encrypting algorithm that using some websites or some
TPS and
different
cryptic.
applications. Yeah. Hit a shopping basket is the next one. 5, 4. Does anyone have any idea? Hit a shopping basket.
So this the answer is a game, a very popular game. You might have heard it before. And if you get shopping basket, you can
Yeah,
answer.
you'll really get the
Yeah.
answer correctly. The
So
shopping
think of a
basket क्या होती है? Find
four-letter
synonyms.
word for shopping basket.
Also, I would say unmute पे रहो क्योंकि this is supposed to be very interactive. ये हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हो आपको जैसे भी बात करनी है. You have to be open about it.
Yeah, cross का like
क्योंकि
एक ही roulette is very informal and sometimes you'll
exactly
come
cross is
across
very
very
informal
yeah.
and a very
Is
fun
it
game.
something?
So
Is it something related to Mario?
Yeah, that
no,
is the
not
first word.
Mario.
You just have to
Mario
think
Karts.
of Mario
Mario
Kart, yes.
Karts. Yes,
हाँ कार्ट वही
Mario
स्मैश
Kart.
कार्ट्स बोलते हैं लेकिन माय बैड
So Mario is hitting Mario and cart
Mario.
shopping cart shopping basket. Ishit, can we let them pick? अच्छा ठीक है इसके बाद
ठीक है ठीक.
चल जाने दो. The sun is a
Sun.
dash 7 letters. This is in
स्टार से रिलेटेड
reference.
कुछ है
एक
Yeah. Can you repeat? I couldn't.
आई एम सेइंग स्टार से रिलेटेड कुछ है
Yes. Yes. Star से पहले कुछ है. Star है related. Star से पहले भी कुछ है.
स्टार स्टार लाइक एंडिंग है ना अच्छा
Star से ending
yeah.
है हाँ.
स्टार से क्या एंड होता है
Is it Star Wars?
नहीं, it doesn't fit the letters.
Star Wars would
And
be like 4, 4. इसमें 7 है.
yeah. And star से ending है. Star से पहले there is a word. Basically something that describes the sun.
Dash star.
Something you associate with the sun.
नॉर्थ स्टार नहीं सन से
नहीं.
एसोसिएट होता है अच्छा ब्राइट नहीं
Hmm.
लाइट नहीं
You can also count the letters. इसमें 7
रे
letters हैं
स्टार
आंसर में तो फिर
3
Four.
letters का word होगा.
Three. Three.
रे
Yeah.
रे
3 letters.
रे
Hot.
जिनकी रेज होते हैं
Hot, yes. Hot star is the answer.
अबे
Hotstar is the answer. Hotstar जो
As in,
जिस पे हम स्ट्रीम करते हैं जिसपे क्रिकेट
हम्म,
मैच आते हैं. और so next किसको अटेम्प्ट करना है? Navya, section which one of you?
you can
Can we
choose
just continue
the
like normally?
I mean I would prefer कि choose करो क्योंकि real
जैसे चलेगा
events में
चलने
भी
दो
choose ही करते हैं.
एक second.
इशित
I
स्क्रीन
think
शेयर बंद हो गई.
हाँ.
कैन यू स्क्रीन शेयर एक और बार? हाँ.
You can choose the question you want to answer. Anyone? कोई भी मतलब random इसमें से बता दो.
किसी पे भी क्लिक कर दो
Okay.
प्लस
प्लस ओ बी 5 letters. Navya has raised her hand.
Cannot.
You
Cannot.
नहीं. So plus like क्या किस चीज क्या करता है plus का बस इतना like simply
ऐड
सोचो.
करता है
Add
Add,
करते हैं. That's right.
Adobe,
add
Adobe,
an,
Adobe,
Add.
Adobe, 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 Adobe.
yes, Adobe.
That's correct.
Add OB.
Next, अभी किसने किया था?
मैंने
अभी सक्षम नहीं आता.
अच्छा तो नव्या और slash them.
इनमें तो मैं मानता ही नहीं.
उससे रिलेटेड नहीं है. इसमें it
It's
is very easy.
different.
You
Yeah.
just have to
HGTV.
translate and सीधा आंसर आ जाएगा. 4 letters. You just have to translate it.
It's a very famous phone company.
Any
4
idea?
letters.
Old letter
If you
I
translate
V.
this,
Us,
if
them,
you translate
हम,
this, तो फिर क्या मिलेगा हमें हिंदी में?
हिंदी भी
अस तो
us
पहले
ट्रांसलेट.
चलो.
मतलब हम, them
हम
मतलब वो,
हम
हम हम हो गया.
Not हम. वो is
नहीं
correct.
वेट सॉरी. वो इज करेक्ट. इसमें ट्रांसलेट करना है. इसमें ट्राई टू थिंक ऑफ सिनोनिम्स.
उसमें
बस
synonyms
इससे और
सोचो.
क्या क्या होता
Vivo.
है. या
Yo, that's correct.
हम्म.
प्रेशराइज इनटू सेलिंग.
Pressurize into selling.
10 letters.
actually
Now try to think of synonyms for both, and the order might be different.
Pressurize का synonym as in force.
Force is right.
Okay.
Force of right.
So,
हाँ, force के
तो
आगे
force
सोचो.
second word है basically. आगे कुछ और रहेगा.
जब सेकेंड वर्ड समझ आएगा तो अपने आप समझ आ जाएगा आगे या पीछे. अब now just try to think of a 5 letter synonym for selling.
Task force नहीं. Setting the task कैसा है?
trade. Is it trade?
Not trade. Like it is very close to selling. Like it is a different form of work, but base word same here. Just try to think of something.
क्या base word same है मतलब sale force नहीं sales force.
Yes, sales force.
हम्म. Synonym थोड़ी हुआ वो.
हाँ मतलब
चुराओ
हाँ
ताले.
मतलब से related ही था.
Steal
This
lock.
is also fairly easy. क्या?
Steal locks नहीं fit नहीं होगा.
Steel
Locks.
locks. Something
Correct.
locks. Locks was right.
Steel. Steel से कुछ और सोचो. और क्या हो सकता है?
चुराव का ट्रांसलेशन क्या होता है?
चुराओ
स्टील
steal.
होता है. स्टील के अलावा क्या होता है?
There is one more.
Rob.
सिनोनिम.
Uh,
रॉब या
connect.
अब अपने
Connect.
दोनों वर्ड्स को कनेक्ट करो.
Roblox.
Yeah, Roblox.
करेक्ट. ऑल्सो अभी आई थिंक निशांत आएगा. ही इज एन alumni जो अभी एसआरसीसी में. ही यूज्ड टू डू क्रॉस इन टीएस. सो ही विल आल्सो बी जॉइनिंग अभी.
He used to do only cross in TS. So you can imagine how good he was. He was
या
also the vice president.
मेरी
या
तरह है तो. क्या ये घुटना.
ये
Yeah.
घुटना इज द
This
नेक्स्ट
is
क्वेश्चन. 6
again,
लेटर्स.
घुटना तो नी हो गया. अब उसके अलावा
that knee नहीं
that
that
needs
नहीं
दैट.
close.
दैट. नॉट दैट.
दिस नी.
Hmm,
डिज्नी
दिस.
डिज्नी.
hmm.
या दिस
this
डिज्नी.
knee
H2O plus heat. अरे हाय जुनेजा. Story. Evaporate.
H2O plus heat.
is it
I
steam?
got
5 letter.
yeah, Steam.
Yeah,
Steam.
it's Steam.
All
Steam,
bad.
the gaming platform, like where we get games. 0, 0, 6
Origin.
letters.
Origin.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's fast. Nice. रक्षाबंधन पे गिफ्ट किसको मिलता है? 5 letters.
ब्रदर।
बहन
भाई। अच्छा हाँ सॉरी।
बहन हाँ.
बहन को
बहन
मिलता है
is
सॉरी सॉरी।
बहन is correct, but you have to think of another word
सिस्टर
that fits like sis. Yes. Now remember we did truncation.
हाँ हाँ
Since
ड्रंक
sister is very big, you need to shorten it down.
सिस नहीं
सिस। हाँ, सिस
Sis
इज
is
करेक्ट।
correct.
उसके आगे
Like
किसको
just
मिलता है?
try to answer the question like this and
सिस,
something उसके आगे.
लाइक आंसर द क्वेश्चन। रक्षाबंधन पे गिफ्ट किसको मिलते हैं? सिस डैश
को सिस्को कंपनी वो
सिस्को।
मीटिंग्स वाली।
सिस्को
या
Yes,
सिस्को।
Cisco.
I spend too much time playing games now. My mother said, बंद कर दो.
नहीं नहीं. It is related to
दैट्स
this.
द करेक्ट थिंग, बट गेम्स के बारे में रिलेटेड है। बंद कर
Games
दो
के
इस
बारे में
जनरल,
मम्मी क्या
गेम
कहेगी?
से रिलेटेड है एंड
Mean
इट्स,
something.
या
It's related to
इट्स
games.
सपोज्ड टू
Game है
फिल इन द
कोई.
ब्लैंक।
It is not a
नहीं,
game.
गेम नहीं है।
उस word में game है.
या
Yeah. Hmm.
वैसे it is an like
जस्ट
offline
ट्राई टू
like
फिल इन द ब्लैंक।
एक
ऑफलाइन
store है
स्टोर है,
जहाँ
रिटेल स्टोर फॉर गेम्स।
but it is not in
GameStop.
India.
GameStop. GameStop.
Yeah.
गेम स्टॉप।
GameStop.
I
Hint इतना
spent too
बड़ा भी
much
मत
time
दो.
playing games. Now my mother said GameStop.
Mm.
So it's supposed to fill in the blanks.
क्या आप
This
कैसे.
is one of my favorite questions.
कैब के
अच्छा
अंदर
अब
भी
एक इसके लिए एक hint है. The answer is displayed on the screen. You have to just search for it.
कैब के अंदर.
Just try to think of something that fits here. वैसे तो ये translation है.
Yeah, translation होगी रहेगी। कैब के अंदर बिल्ली।
बिल बिली बिल बिली बिल नहीं वैसे नहीं.
टैक्सी में
कैब के अंदर
टैक्सी
गाड़ी.
नहीं
हाँ
इज द फर्स्ट
taxi.
वर्ड
Taxi
टैक्सी
is correct.
Taxi
टैक्सी
is not the
डरमिस्ट
word. Taxi is not the word. But जब पूरा सबका translation करोगे तो it will make sense. Like taxi literally नहीं है.
हाय भवित.
Hi, Saksham.
Bhavit, would you
Is
like
it
to answer?
related to Syndicate?
Uh, Sure. Any idea? Navya and Saksham.
नहीं.
नहीं. अच्छा मैंने बोला था कि यहाँ पे आंसर displayed है कहीं. You
अच्छा
just
रुक
have
जाओ
to look
फिर.
for it.
Word letters भी मैच करेंगे। कौन सी
तो
कौन
एंडिंग में ई भी तो है. ई किससे एंड होता है.
टेक सिंडिकेट
करेक्ट।
Yeah, that's right. So basically
Taxi
logic like
in the cat.
taxi था, taxi in the cat, and when you get that, if like समझ आ जाता
When
है कि
you
text
speak
क्या
it
होता है.
जल्दी जल्दी से taxi in the cat, तो फिर text syndicate form होता है, which is the name of the club. Alright, we can go to the next one. Sprint and one there. This is pretty self-explanatory. ये तो हो जाना चाहिए। 6-3 बहुत famous iPad game है।
टेंपल रन
Yeah, that's right.
Correct, right.
Last 5 questions. How do you turn one into two? Now, since we are done with most of the crosswords, you can see many of the boxes are
One
already filled.
plus.
Yeah, 1+.
Plus.
You can, if you don't get it directly, you can also use these clues
Mhm.
to
Yeah, so
verify your.
whenever we are given the option to select one of the blanks, we can select the one with which is most filled or which is
Like here
least
we have
filled,
3
depending
letters.
on how
Here we have
confident we are on our skills. Like if we are already winning, we would choose the one with the least blanks. Or if we want to win, or if we want to solve the questions. So we have to be really technical in our strategy whenever we go to offline rounds. So that will be done once you get inducted. So first, let's do this. Can you show the next one? Knowledge of the 14th alphabet. What is the 14th alphabet? Does anyone know? A B C D करते हैं तो फिर 14th वाला कौन सा आता है?
N.
Yeah,
N. And then
Nokia.
about knowledge.
Is the answer Nokia?
No, it's not Nokia. It's translate
Honeybees
knowledge to
man.
Hindi.
Ne
Yeah. नहीं उधर it's I on the third place.
knowledge of the 14th. N से क्या होता
now translate knowledge.
है? विद्या नहीं Nvidia.
Yeah, NVIDIA. So Vidya is knowledge in Hindi.
हाँ ये
Connecting it with N, we get NVIDIA. Next, let's do this.
top G charisma. Top Tate.
Yeah, Tate. And a word for charisma.
sarcasm. Tate से क्या charisma के लिए क्या हो सकता है?
Like आजकल काफी common word है charisma का short form.
Riz.
सार अच्छा
R-I-Z.
Riz.
Riz.
Yeah, Riz. Now correct Tate with Riz.
Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris. So Tate, top G anti-Tate, and charisma Riz.
Mhm.
Last two questions. Let's go. What happened at Sam's karaoke party? 7 letters.
Is it something related to sang or sung? Something like that.
Samsung. Samsung.
Sung is correct, yes. Now,
Samsung.
most, yeah, Samsung. That's correct.
सही है इशित मैंने 2 बार बोला मेरा नहीं सुनाई दिया ना तेरे को
भाई तेज बोल ले यार.
घुस जाऊं माइक में रुक अभी बताता हूँ
हाँ, अब आ गया बस. चलो last question.
Last question. Mother of all figures.
बोलना नहीं चाहता रहने दो रिकॉर्ड हो रही है
What is the mother of all
Like,
figures?
is
हम्म
is it Figma?
Yeah, that's right. Nice. Sigma.
Figure and then mother.
Fig, short
Fig
form for
and then ma.
figures, and ma translates to ma.
हेलो मनीषा मैम
So this is the crossword
That
done for now.
concludes the grid.
Now Nishant will join and guide you a little bit. I think he's having trouble joining.
How are you? Has he joined? Has
Ma'am, can
Nishant?
you? Ma'am, he's waiting in the lobby. It's showing his unverified in the
Allow
participant
him.
list. Doesn't give you the option. So,
No,
hi
sounds
Nishant.
a bit done. Hello, Nishant. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. Good to see you after a long time.
Happy to be here. Training rounds again.
Yeah, and they're doing it very well.
That's nice. This is the crossword session, right?
Yeah, so we've covered the notion right now, and then we've done a little grid that uh, the participants have done and they have solved it. So right now they just want an overview of what happens in competitions. So can you give them a little bit of experience and give them something to guide them?
Sure, sure. Okay, I'll first introduce myself. So, hi guys, I'm Nishant. I was in Tech Syndicate from 9th grade to 12th. I was the vice president of Tech Syndicate. I was in batch of 2025. So now I'm in college. I'm in first year at SRCC. And so crossword का overview I'm sure दे दिया है जय और इशित ने. And you guys did a grid also. That's nice. About competitions, so a lot of clubs have crosswords and a lot of clubs do not have crosswords as well. So it's not something that you'll find in every tech fest or tech competition. But mostly क्या होता है that there's two rounds. Are we sticking to English only या हिंदी में भी?
No, you can be open. Any language is fine.
Yeah,
ठीक है, ठीक है.
it is fine.
So most competitions में there's two rounds, prelims and then finals. Mostly finals are offline. So prelims is very standard. It will be a Google form only. And Google form आएगा, there will be a set time of say 20 or 30 minutes for 15-ish questions. And I think if you guys did the notion of crossword, I think उसमें most of the questions, at least the example वाले थे, they were not in a grid format. So that's how you'll come across in Google Forms as well, that they won't be in a grid format. They'll just be a question and then bracket में letter count लिखा होगा answer का. So that's mostly how you'll come across questions in the prelims round. And you don't need to solve every question. I mean, there's almost no negative marking, so you should always have a guess. But usually the qualifying score, honestly, it varies from every competition. But देखा जाए तो some competitions have a very high qualifying score, so you need to get like 80% of the questions. Some have थोड़ा सा harder questions, so you will probably need to have like 60% something. Like I remember Exim was one जहाँ पे काफी high qualifying score होता है, and we used to get like 90% of the questions, if not more. Exim is DPS RK Puram का, by the way. And after prelims, mostly 8 or 10 of teams are selected for the finals. So that's when finals don't come in. By the way, who all are the attendees? Like Ishit Jain, Bhabhi to TSK, right? Yeah, okay. Saksham, right.
Davya and
So,
Saksham and
Saksham,
Vivan
Davya,
go.
and Vivan.
okay, okay. Nice. So about offline rounds, so I'll say Crossword is by the way one of the most fun events, even offline round, and to some extent prelims as well, because sitting in a voice call and completing the form of prelims का, it's pretty nice. But जो offline round होता है, that's way more fun. Like I have genuinely told a lot of people that even if you don't have, I say, any experience in Crossword or anything, just get registered if there's an open slot and go for it, because offline rounds are very fun. So usually offline rounds almost always have a grid. So क्या होता है that you're probably in a venue or a stage. Every team has a table. You probably have a pen and paper as well for tracking scores or whatever. And there's projector पे a grid shown to everyone. And one by one, you will be given a chance to select one of the grids. Uh, I think जैसे अभी कराया होगा जय and Nishit ने similar way. So you have to pick a question. There'll be a timer where you have to tell the answer. And I don't know अगर competition system जय वैसे तो समझाया है, but it's basically that one each team gets a chance. So there's an opportunity that if the question is for you, you can answer it and get scores. Or you can also pounce. Pounce is like a high risk, high reward thing. If you're right, you will get a higher score for the correct answer. But if you pounce and say a wrong answer, there'll be a negative score as well. So that's how crosswords work. And offline rounds are genuinely very fun. I mean, there's a lot of banter going on as well, jokes going on. If you've seen quizzes being held, Kaise Quiz Master is making jokes. There's also jokes being thrown around, and it gets competitive as well. There's multiple rounds, and some competitions also put their own twist. Like I remember DPS Vasant Kunj mein betting tha na, Jay? If you like you have to auction or bet or something.
Yeah, DPS Kunch has betting, and Exxon 1 year they had something similar to that. They had like when you it's like photo crossword. They gave you some photos and then they gave you three photos. They reviewed the first photo first, which is slightly vague towards the answer, but you get like 70 points for it, and then they reveal the second photo, which is a second clue,
Right,
which you
right.
get 30 points for, and the third photo, if you solve that, you get 10 points, which is really
Yeah,
specific.
so this is the thing. Like every school puts their own twist, and even we have had crosswords. Like last year, हुआ था Robotronics में crossword. Last to last year, though I think it was there.
Yeah, I
Not
think
sure
so.
about
Last
last
year,
year, but so we always try to organize crossword. There sometimes थोड़ा सा less crowd for crossword events mostly, but I have organized crosswords in Robotronics. Robotronics is a tech syndicate का inter-school competition, by the way. And matlab, it's been one of the most fun events to organize. And like Jay also said, ki every school has their own twist. So offline competitions are very, very fun. Not just crossword, even the other fields. And I think that's it from my side for crosswords, but I'll be open to hear any questions about crosswords or anything you guys want to discuss, anything Ishit, Jay, or anyone on TS has to add on.
yeah, I don't think so. We have anything else to add on. Mostly जो point वाला system bounce bounce that varies. जो हम अगर अभी बताएंगे तो फिर it won't make sense. So I think the gist of it is जो हमने आज किया वो तो हो गया. Now जो points वाला system है that will vary. जो intake में भी vary होगा. जो अभी next competition है जो ये लोग करेंगे उसमें वेरी करेगा एंड देन इफ दे गेट इंडक्टेड उसके बाद भी डिफर करेगा सो द जिस्ट ऑफ इट वाज दैट जो ग्रिड है ग्रिड वाला सिस्टम दैट वी डन एंड हाउ द पर्स वर्क एक्चुअली ट्रांसलेशंस एब्रिविएशंस ये सब तरीके हैं सॉल्व करने के वी हैव डन दैट सो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स यू कैन either ask me or Ishit or you have Nishant right in front of you. Nishant has been doing CrossFit since like 3-4 years now. तो फिर उसको बहुत ज्यादा आइडिया है कि क्या करना है. He knows इतने सारे questions, इतने ज़्यादा archive है उसके पास. So if you have any questions, अभी I would say you can ask your doubts. Would be बहुत ज़्यादा beneficial अभी. But if you have ऐसे कोई doubts जो बाद में आएंगे, तो you anyways you can contact me or Rishit, right?
Yeah, and you can also contact us if you want more practice questions or you want to like just solve crosswords for fun.
Yeah, so
So was
that's
everything
everything
clear to you
said.
guys? Navya, Saksham?
No, no, no
You can
doubts.
ask if you have any doubts.
Navya?
So that's
Okay, fine. So I think we can leave this session. Good luck on your CrossFit journey. The next time I will see you is hopefully in Tech 2026, where me and Ishit will be hosting this event. And let's see if Nishant can also come. So
Yeah, I'll try.
say thank you, Nishant.
Thank you, Nishant.
No worries, guys.
Thank
देखो,
you, Nishant.
Thank you,
thank you,
Nishant.
Nishant.
I'm closing
No
the
worries, no
recording.
worries. हाँ हाँ कर दो.